EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys really need a win in the worst way possible. 1-4 now to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Cam Little to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 16 carries, 90 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. When you look at this Patriots defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard.
The Patriots at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
22 yards there, a first down.
Dolphins, first down.
And they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Brings up second down.
They're going to throw. May. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing here is May. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Back at the 31-yard line.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To the air, May. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll throw with May. Looking deep downfield.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Crazy.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Crazy.
To throw, it's May. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Makes the score Patriots
Point
14,
after, right down the middle.
Dolphins 7.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Manley. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off-play action. Manley. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Manley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Achane on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Manley. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near to 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 7.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's up?
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
From the shotgun, it's May. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's May. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Hey, what's what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Fourth down. Here's May. To the right side. It's caught by Mitchell.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
5. Crazy, crazy.
From the gun, it's May. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
Complete to number 15.
Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. At the Dolphins 49.
Here's a give up the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
7-yard gain. And the Patriots first down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
The tackle made at the 36.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Brings up second and 4.
Second and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll set up to throw.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Crazy. 5. Crazy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Dolphins 14. Cam Little to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
Jason Sanders.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Dolphins 14. Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense has come up with it. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
It's now
Second and 6. They run once more with Henderson. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
a 7-yard gain. That's That's good for a Patriots first down. First and goal of the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point forthcoming. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Little to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Miami's offense set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It's second down.
Back to throw. Manley.
Manley's pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's a game of 11. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Manley. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Dolphins first down. A gain of 7. First down, Dolphins.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Henderson running straight ahead. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Patriots first down.
They give up the gut for Murray. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll set up a throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
Up the middle, here's Henderson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, what's that?
Now back to throw. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going on 4th down. May. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go, let's get that touch.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that?
Give for Henderson running to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Cam Little kickoff.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And just shutting him off there. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Manley.
Manley's pass.
3rd and 9 here.
Complete to Devon Achane. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Manley. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 14. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Achane. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
27-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Five. That
one looks like he'll throw here. And that will to be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Cam Little to kick off.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Tough spot here. Third down and 11. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Crazy, crazy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
And out come the Dolphins now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Operating from the gun. Manley. And that almost almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Brings up third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down.